I was not ready. That fucking fat guy. Damn.
Hey, listen, dog. You gotta be. Listen, dog. We rolling the punches today.
My man said, nigga, lock the fuck in.
Yeah, dog. Like I say, on top of that, I mean, hell, I only got like 30 minutes. So, with that, welcome.
Howdy, nigga. It's your boy Will.
It's your boy Will.
We talk about motherfucking hockey and wrestling, but we gotta do this kind of quick because niggas got shit to do.
I was gonna say we got things to do. I'll go ahead and go over the hockey because it's gonna be way quicker. I know that much. So, first off, I don't even know where I really want to start with this, so I'll go ahead and start with this. Ryan Reeves got suspended for 5 games for a hit on Darnell Nurse. Not Darnell. Fucking, I forget what his first name is. But
R.I.P. that nigga Darnell.
Let me do my due diligence. No, it was Darnell Nurse. Yeah. So Maple Leafs, Ryan Reeves, he got a 5-game suspension. Did you see this hit by chance?
I did not.
Brother, this man just elbow fucking hits him right in the chin going into the hit. It was like, bro, this is fucking that's gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's one of those. I mean, obviously, hockey's always been one of the more physical sports. It always is. It's hockey. That's just how we know it, right?
Yeah,
what makes it
fighting?
I mean, yes. Here's the thing, though, is that directly elbowing someone in the chin as you're trying to take them down,
it's a real nigga move.
I think that's. While it is, I don't really think it's safe for the game.
You are talking to a guy who will kick a nigga in the dick playing pickup basketball for shits and giggles. I don't even need the fucking penalty. I just do it for fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, dirty play is A-okay by me.
Yeah.
I'll be dropping elbows. Shout out. But
yeah, that's fair.
Definitely not good for the health of the game, though.
Oh, 100%.
Transparency. Like, that is the direct opposite of what you want to see happen.
Yeah. Connor McDavid also broke a little bit of history recently. He became the 4th fastest player to reach 1,000 points.
Shout out.
Behind Gretzky and 2 other people that I'm totally blanking on. But 4th player, I think he did it in 600 games-ish, somewhere around there.
That's actually impressive. I'm not going, holy fuck.
Yeah. Like, it's quite a task, and congrats to him again. This is literally the greatest hockey player of our generation.
That is true.
Because you have some that come around every now and again where you're like, oh man, this kid's going to be great. But Connor McDavid, literally since his rookie season, has just been cooking. The only thing he needs to solidify his legacy is a cup. Right?
I mean, it's coming.
It is.
Give him a year or two.
I was going to say, but I mean, he's 27. You know what I mean?
Not because a year or two. I mean,
to be fair, Ovechkin didn't win his first Stanley Cup until he was fucking 34.
So, I mean, like I said, he got time.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you don't got a lot of time because in hockey, I feel like you're out of your prime by like 32, realistically.
Out of your prime, right around like 35, but most people keep going until they're like mid-40s.
Well, when I say out of your prime, like, I mean, you're not improving at that point. Like, by the time you're 32, you're just a player who you're going to be for the rest of your career.
No, 100%.
So, I mean, you're not on the rise. You're an established nigga at that point.
Yeah, exactly. With that also, I mean, we can't even really say that because Ovechkin, this is his highest scoring season in 4 years.
True.
And on top of that, I mean, he's about to break Gretzky's record, which is insane to even say.
Yeah, no, that's just crazy.
Because, like, Gretzky's stats just don't even sound real.
10,000 goals, 500,000 assists.
Let's just look this up right quick. 10 hilariously ridiculous stats to illustrate Gretzky's dominance. right?
All I'm about to hear is Gretzky, the greatest white man of all time, fucked the nigga baby mama and then
He
scored on him
he
in the
won
second period.
he won the scoring title by more than 70 points, right? So the
As one does.
highest score in seasons by more than 70.
Of course, as one does.
Six times.
As one does.
If Gretzky never scored a goal, he would have recorded 11 straight 100-point seasons and still won and still won four different scoring titles. Across all sports, no other player has won more than four consecutive MVPs. Bill Russell did it. Wilt did it. Larry Bird did it. Brett Favre had three MVPs. Barry Bonds won four in baseball. Gretzky did it 8 times in a row.
He was that nigga in hockey for like a decade plus.
If you chopped his entire career numbers in half, he'd be 17th all time.
And a two-time Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Only five players have recorded 150 or more points in a season. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He did it 9 times. Uh, the only other player, which I consider probably the second or third greatest hockey player of all time, Mario Lemieux, uh, topped 155. Mario Lemieux is the only other player outside of Gretzky to reach 170 points in a season, and Lemieux did it just one time with 199 points in the 1988 season. Right?
Hey, Zach,
Huh?
can I keep it a bean with you?
Huh?
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
He's a great, he's a really good hockey player.
Like, I know Gretzky, and I know some of the modern players.
I'll show you. It's a fantastic hockey player from the 90s.
Yeah, but so drop that shit in the group chat.
Wayne Gretzky is the only player to record a 200-point season.
Yeesh.
He did it 4 times.
God damn. Hold up.
Hmm.
We do got to keep shit moving. We're
Huh.
currently glazing Gretzky.
We are glazing Gretzky. I'll go ahead and get into the NHL power rankings.
Right on.
All right. Top 10 power rankings for the NHL. Number 10 is the Vancouver Canucks.
Giving her the nuck.
Like I say, that kind of tracks. They're
Nuck if
okay.
you buck.
They're okay. They're not great. They're not terrible. Number 9, the Dallas Stars. Um, I think
You're
I think honestly with Dallas, just give it time. I
Hey,
think
the
they're
D in Dallas stand for Duval, nigga. Yeah, you're
number 8.
Duval. Fuck with me.
Number 8 is the New Jersey Devils. Yeah, I think it's
Tracks.
yeah. I mean that's honestly a really good one. Vegas, even though they lost a couple of their like key players last offseason, they're number 7. Again, I think just give it time. Number 6, the New York Rangers. That tracks. This is where it got a little interesting for me. Number
Okay.
5 is the Washington Capitals.
Cap.
Kind of makes sense though with Ovechkin about to clear a Gretzky record. Number 4 is the Minnesota Wild.
Mm-hmm.
And their big key player is Marc-Andre Fleury, their goalie, who Flower is amazing. Here's the problem though. It is Flowers last year in the league. Right?
Right.
Gustafsson, he plays dependable, but he's no Flower. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that if Minnesota picked up like a Jonathan Quick, I think it would be very well. Which, by the way, I was at a stick and puck one time and met this man.
Hmm.
So interesting. Florida, you have they're at number 3, the former Stanley Cup champions. Eh, I think they're okay.
Right.
For whatever reason, they do well. Number 2, you have the Carolina Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
which by the way, one of my favorite games I've ever watched live because it went to triple overtime, almost quadruple overtime, was the Panthers against
Sound,
the Hurricanes.
sounds like that's a gun in my mouth game if I've ever heard one, though, to be fair.
It was
Well,
actually fucking incredible.
I'm saying quad overtime to me. You might as well fucking kill me at that point.
Yeah. And then number one, pretty obvious if you watch the NHL, it's Winnipeg. It's the Jets.
Yeah, shout out Winnipeg.
Here's
Shout
the
shout out Winnipeg legends Chris Jericho and Bret Hart. That's just me.
here's the cool thing about Winnipeg though, is that Winnipeg actually just achieved the greatest start in NHL history by any team by going 14 and 1.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the record though?
14 and 1,
That's not bad.
which is it's crazy,
It's
you
incredible.
know. I mean, to win that many games through literally the first quarter of the season. It's
Right.
interesting to say the least. But I'm gonna quit babbling on about hockey and we're gonna go ahead and get
It's like,
into some
how much time you got
wrestling.
left?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, I was about to say if you only got a few minutes left, we can do a quick 2 minute drill on AEW's Full Gear. But we have a little bit of time to go through these matches. So the first one on the 0 hour
How
pre-show.
how about this? How about we do a 2 minute drill and then we can go back and elaborate?
Fair enough.
Because
First match of the
I
night.
can clip it for TikTok. All right, 2 minute drill.
All right, 2 minute drill. This is for Full Gear AEW this Saturday. On
Yes.
the 0 hour pre-show, we have Big Boom AJ from the Costco guys up against QT Marshall. Who you got?
Not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna say Big Boom.
I was gonna say AJ.
Fair. I mean, it's probably gonna be AJ realistically. All right,
Yeah.
first match on the main card.
hmm
MJF Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Roderick Strong. It's probably going to be MJF.
I'm going MJF.
Next, the Switchblade Jay White taking on Hangman Adam Page. They're
Adam
gonna get.
Page.
I actually feel like they should give it to Jay White, but we'll get into that later.
Okay.
Next, for a four-way tag match for the AEW tag team titles, as the champions Private Party take on the Outrunners, the House of Black, and the Acclaimed. I
What
want to see the House of Black take it.
what you call it? The House of Black?
Yeah, the House
Um,
of Black.
uh, I don't know. I could see the Outrunners taking it. I
I
could
mean,
see
they
the
have
House
it
of
on the
Black
roster.
take it though. I'll go with you on that one.
I want to see the House of Black. Next, for the TBS champion Mercedes Moné, formerly Sasha Banks, takes on Chris Statlander. It's good that they're pushing Mercedes to the moon. It's gonna be
Yeah,
Mercedes.
she retains. I'm gonna go
Absolutely, she
retaining.
retains. Next match, in his debut, Bobby Lashley takes on former AEW champion Swerve Strickland. It's gonna
Give.
be Bobby Lashley because I
I'm gonna
don't think
say.
they're gonna let him lose on his debut.
I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley 7 days a week.
And I also think Swerve can theoretically just kind of eat this loss.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's fine.
Best. He was the best AEW champion this year, so it kind of makes sense. Next, for the TNT
hmm
champion Jack Perry takes on Daniel Garcia.
Ooh, great match
Oh,
to
absolutely great
start.
match.
Um,
I'm going Daniel Garcia.
I want to see a title change. Give me Daniel Garcia.
I think the big reason Daniel Garcia is an up and comer, they haven't given him enough shine. Next match, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. It's going to be Will Ospreay because I just needed to give him something to do.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that one.
And then the main event of the night, eight
Retains.
for the A basically AEW World Champion John Moxley takes on Orange Cassidy.
Moxley retains.
I think Moxley retains. I don't think AEW ever truly pulls the trigger to make Orange Cassidy the heavyweight champion, which he should be. He's one of the best wrestlers on the roster.
Yeah, but against John Moxley.
Yeah, but I mean,
Or
anyhow. Mhm.
or they could set it up to where Moxley loses to Orange Cassidy because if Moxley's contract is up soon, then Moxley can go back to WWE.
Yeah, but they've also kind of revamped his stable. Like the Blackpool Combat Club has been revamped. after
Yeah.
Danielson's retirement. Because I mean, essentially, they got Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta back. Then they also added Marina Shafir in that bitch. So I'm like, if Mox, I feel like now wouldn't be a good time for Moxley to leave. But if he does, I mean,
Yeah.
I just feel like you don't make Orange Cassidy that champion though,
Yeah.
because I mean that kind of cheapens this run for Moxley and makes him a transitional champion.
Yeah.
Because what he holds
That
the belt for basically 2 months and then drops it immediately.
that's kind of my whole thought process with it. And
So
that's why I'm like it's
it
got to
makes more
be
it makes more sense for him to retain.
it's got to be Moxley. Now, World's End
No,
could see
World's
him
End, I
losing.
think he drops it. Yeah, he definitely drops it at World's End. That
Yeah.
would give him like a solid 5-ish 6 month reign. It's about average for AEW champions. It's usually about 5 to 6 months they hold the belt.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a long reign dominant champion in AEW yet.
Unless
But
Moxley's the first.
eh, eh. That's if he
He
doesn't go back to the WWE realistically.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll,
realistically, I feel like if he loses it at World's End, he would come back at the Royal Rumble, which
I
I
mean,
feel
so,
like he would come back to a hell of a pop.
oh, that'd be crazy, especially if he comes back as John Moxley. That'd be fucking nuts.
I would love it if he came back as John Moxley.
We don't need Dean Ambrose back. Keep that nigga gone.
Yeah, because
I feel like it's kind of the same, kind of like the same thing. If like a Matt Cardona came back,
yeah,
he can't come back as Zack Ryder. He has to be Matt Cardona.
yeah, because it's the more successful.
Which
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie, I would pop heavy if Matt Cardona came out in the Royal Rumble.
Dude, if Matt Cardona came back, I would
Bro,
lose
his
it.
run on the Indies has been fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah. Woo
Like,
woo woo.
nah, if he comes back to woo woo, woo, I'm turning off the Royal Rumble. I'm walking. I'm going home.
I'm going on a
Like,
walk.
I am leaving our live stream and I'm taking a long ass walk. Like I'm soul searching that I'm coming back.
Yeah, isn't he a champion right now?
Who, Matt Cardona?
Yeah,
Yeah, in like a bunch of places.
because he's
But I don't think he's a champion. I don't think he's a champion in like a major company.
Okay, he just got back to TNA like 4 months ago.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I feel like TNA gave him a good amount of shine, but like I
Yeah.
said, his indie run over the past year, I think it's time for him to come back to the WWE. Plus, he said he wants to retire in the WWE, so I'm like, he's coming back eventually,
Dude, could you imagine Matt Cardona and fucking John Moxley come back in the Royal Rumble?
bro. So I'm saying,
Especially in well, it's gonna crack me up because there's gonna be a bunch of fucking little kids that are watching, and they're gonna
who
be
is
like,
that?
they're gonna sit there and they're gonna be like, John Moxley, he looks like Dean Ambrose, and it's like, mother,
Same nigga, bitch. What you talking about?
yeah, fuck
Anyway,
me.
I'm just saying, I got my wish list for who I want to see return to the Royal Rumble,
All right,
but I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna
that's a
keep it a
good point.
bean.
Top
There's
five.
one. There's one nigga I actually want to see return before the Royal Rumble, though.
Who's that?
So as you know, in the most recent round of WWE Weekly TV,
Hmm.
we finally got the fifth member of the War Games match for the new Bloodline, being Big Bronson Reed.
Yep.
I feel like, and this is just from me, it would pop me crazy if we got Rikishi to be the fifth member of the OG Bloodlines team.
Umanga. No,
Umaga's dead, brother, but
perfect.
and you're
Back
not thinking
from the
those
dead.
allegations, but nah, give me Rikishi.
That would
I
go
feel
crazy.
that not to mention that'd be crazy for the storyline.
Yeah.
Because then you got the thing is Solo Sokoa really gonna Samoan spike his dad?
God,
Like
that would be such a good. God,
it
that'd be
adds
crazy.
so much to the fucking storyline to put Rikishi as a member of the OG bloodline.
Yeah. Like
Have him
is
have him recognize Roman and be there for the Usos and shit. I'd be here for that.
Oh, because isn't he the dad of Jimmy J Uso?
Yeah, Jimmy J Uso and Solo Sokoa, they're all brothers
So yeah, Jimmy and Jay Uso with their dad,
going against their brother who's fucking wilding.
and then Solo Sikoa. Is he really gonna?
Yeah, is he
trying to do
really good
anything to
at?
his dad.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, it gives it a good, gives it an extra. I mean, the story doesn't need an extra layer, but like it does help.
Yeah.
And then we're also setting up for the women's war game match, which that's going to be a match, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Okay,
Top five wrestlers you want to see come back at the Royal Rumble?
like we talking just returning legends or just any surprise entrant.
Just any surprise entries.
So I mean, we could shit. You know me. I pop heavy for my mid carders when I was a kid or when I was growing up. Like I said, I want Nick Nemeth,
Okay.
Matt Cardona.
Okay.
You can convince me on John Moxley. I'm trying to think who else. This one is a probably a shit. Let me before I say him, I'm gonna make sure he's not retired. Like retired,
Gotta
or
just double
currently on
check.
contract with New Japan. Because let's see, where is he currently? Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's all elite, so that's not happening. But I was about to say I would love to see Kota Ibushi make an
Okay.
appearance in WWE, but he's currently signed with AEW, so that's not happening. But you already know the number one I want to see.
Who?
Fucking Joe Hendry.
Yep.
That pop would be fucking nuts. I
Yep.
know me and Kyle would be looking at each other popping the fuck off if he pulls up to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Do I think he wins the Royal Rumble?
No.
Fuck no. I mean, he listen, with the amount of popularity and how over he is, the fact that
Yep.
even TNA wouldn't pull the trigger on making him a world champion, there's no way in hell WWE's giving him a WrestleMania spot.
No, not all. At least
Now,
a main event.
yeah, not yet at least. Let him come to the WWE and cook a little bit. I mean, he gives me very much a like high level mid card vibe, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Now, here's the real question: who
Yeah.
do you think wins the Royal Rumble, and who do they challenge?
Oh.
Because at the current moment, Cody doesn't really have a clear challenger going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, Randy Orton, I believe is I don't know if he's kayfabe injured or actually injured. I mean, my best bet would be Randy Orton against Cody in WrestleMania, but
Yeah.
because I don't think you do Roman versus Cody,
That I wouldn't.
it's way too early for that.
Yeah.
So, who do you think wins this Royal Rumble?
I don't. I mean, Gunter's already a champion right now.
That's what I'm saying. So, it either
So
they
if he did, he would have to lose at Survivor Series and then
he's not going to
enter the
lose.
Royal Rumble.
No, because I think the plan currently, and this is a big rumor, and I could actually see it happening because Goldberg wants to retire this year.
No.
I think his retirement match legit could be versus Gunther at the Royal Rumble for the World Heavyweight title.
Wins the championship, comes out the next day, puts the
No,
boots in the
there's no
ring, puts the
fucking
title
way.
down.
There's no fucking way
Then it
there's
starts
no
a gauntlet, right?
they do not strip Gunther of that title against Goldberg. There's no fucking way. That
Um,
would kill all the momentum they built in Gunther. If this
uh,
fucking geriatric dinosaur spears you to a championship, brother, like no. I would
um,
actually be mad about that.
by the way, the Royal Rumble is in Indianapolis, Indiana. So Pat McAfee's going to be there, whether he's an announcer or an entrant. I don't know yet.
I could see Pat McAfee enter. It wouldn't be the first time he's been in the Royal Rumble, so I could see him enter the Royal Rumble.
I could. Yeah,
Fuck it, surprise entrant Boston Connor.
yeah. So Boston Connor as an entrant would be fucking wild. Um, they were talking about one of the rumors is Cena.
I don't. Cena, I think will be in the Royal Rumble. I don't think he wins the Royal Rumble though.
Same.
Now they
Um,
could do that and have him like for his like basically his retirement tour, just hold the championship.
yeah,
But then again,
so
for him to break the record, he would have to dethrone Cody.
yeah.
Which I mean, it would be interesting because you could use that as a vehicle to turn Cody heel. But
Essentially what they're saying now is like they want uh whatchamacallit, they want Cena to come into the Rumble late, win it, go after Cody, pretty much he gets the title one last time, and then the next pay-per-view they come out and Cody just defeats Cena.
Like I said, what I want to see. Because I feel like if you put the title on Cena during his retirement tour,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea to make it a vehicle for him to be basically a transitional champion. If
I mean,
he
you
wins,
have to think about it the way like Cena would have to stop at WrestleMania because
oh,
he's Cena.
absolutely. He said I don't know. I think he's actually going to go. I know it starts at the Royal Rumble, so probably we'll go Royal Rumble to Royal Rumble realistically. But what I'm saying is, if they do that, and it's Cena versus Rhodes for at WrestleMania,
Yeah,
if Cena wins the championship, he at the very least has to hold it until SummerSlam.
at least.
I want to see Cena holding the championship into SummerSlam, then a Cody rematch with a heel Cody Rhodes.
Somebody
He needs to
said,
dye his hair black and just be a dickhead.
someone said Sami Zayn. I don't, I don't
Nah.
see it. Someone said that Roman wins the Royal Rumble and then Cena comes back and uh wins the Elimination Chamber.
Okay, I could. And then you basically set up what Cena reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Cena reigns at WrestleMania.
I really want to see The Rock versus Roman realistically.
Now that's what I kind of want to watch is because The Rock falls somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like he's already siding with Solo Sikoa. So I mean, if they lose War Games, I feel
Yeah,
like The Rock has to cost Roman. Say he does in the final two, I feel like The Rock has to cost Roman the Royal Rumble to set up a match at WrestleMania.
yeah,
And then if we get Roman Cena, could be SummerSlam.
yeah. Um,
And then let
I,
Cody just be in the hunt for like 6 months.
I feel like AJ Styles is gonna be somewhere in there.
No, AJ Styles, if you're asking me to put money on it, I think he's in the mix. I don't know if he's the favorite, but he's
I don't think.
definitely,
I mean, I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he's gonna come in.
oh, for sure, he's definitely going to be there.
Uh, Medium.com said Damian Priest for one.
To win?
Yeah,
I
which
mean,
could see,
I could
but I
see it.
don't hate it. But it's not my favorite.
I feel like he was champion too recently
Yeah.
because he was the
Kevin
previous champion to Gunther.
Kevin Owens,
Again, I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
Orton, Cena, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I mean, or,
And
we can go
so,
with the super dark horse candidate,
hmm,
Logan Paul. Like
uh,
Logan Paul or LA Knight.
so one thing that people are trying to think is to ramp up another chapter in this saga and then kind of wrap it up right around WrestleMania or the following pay-per-views
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
is
if the
because you have Cody, Roman, The Rock, and the Bloodline.
right,
So they're thinking kind of someone wins
honestly,
a,
I'm gonna
someone
keep
wins
it.
the Rumble.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a
Hmm.
full stack. Keep Cody the fuck out of this storyline. He has no need to be in the Bloodline
There
storyline at this point.
there's no reason.
Like he was
Um,
there when the Bloodline was unified against him, and that made sense.
yeah. Someone said CM Punk.
No,
I don't think so,
isn't CM Punk still injured?
supposedly.
Like I don't know if he's actually if it's not like a kayfabe injury, I don't think he comes back for the Royal Rumble.
Um, he had an injury, came back at Clash at the Castle. Uh,
They got fucking injured again.
then he got injured again. Let's see. I'm just gonna look up CM Punk injury and see if there's any update. Um, yeah, just no one's really saying anything. They're saying if it's real and he actually needs surgery, it's about a year. If it's just a
Yeah,
partial tear, it's way. way quicker.
So what I'm hearing is CM Punk is basically retired.
No, not yet. He's
What I'm
getting
hearing is
close.
CM Punk should be retired.
He's getting close. Because
Listen, chick magnet Punk. I know you're not watching, but like my boy,
yeah, once you start
if you
getting to
can't
the
come back
point,
in, if you can't come back in 6 months, retire, my boy.
like if you start getting to the point where like you're getting injuries every other month, your body's trying to tell you something.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to call it quits,
It's
brother.
time to hang up the boots. But with that, I mean, I don't like I said, I think Matt Cardona, I think John Moxley,
Hmm.
uh, I think Joe Hendry. I think those would kind of be like the top three that I would love to see. I think AJ Styles comes back too,
Yeah.
which I fucking love AJ Styles mainly from his
And
work in TNA.
hear
But
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
huh,
Tama Tonga to win the Royal Rumble.
dude, they bring the Bloodline to the front stage.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, Tama
Solo
Tonga to win the.
Sikoa,
No, no fucking way, dude.
Rikishi.
No, bro, Rikishi to win. Oh,
Rikishi comes back for Survivor Series, becomes a full-time pro wrestler at the prime age of 59.
oh no, no, no. Rikishi's
Just
coming back
saying.
for a match. Like,
Yeah, he
he
coming
is not
back
coming
for
back full time.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, he will be there for Survivor Series. We'll throw a couple super kicks, throw out a stank face once or twice,
Yeah,
probably on Tonga Loa, realistically.
he'll throw out a stank face for for good old memory time's sake. He's gonna
And this,
throw out two or
and
three super kicks, and
that
then
is that is the extent of what he does in that
eh,
match.
yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna get hit with a clothesline and then tag out and not do anything else.
But no, he's basically just gonna play dead for like the rest of the match. It's gonna be 4v5.
Unless you do the do you remember the Ric Flair Shawn Michaels match?
Which one?
WrestleMania 24.
Briefly.
It's just go back and watch that match.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen it.
Because you watch Shawn Michaels and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Shawn's moving around doing his thing, and then Ric Flair looks,
Like he's old. You know
yeah,
what's crazy?
hmm,
Do you know when Ric Flair's last match was?
huh,
Last year.
really?
Yeah, it was legitimately last year.
How
And like
old
he
is he?
fuck, I gotta look it up because it was like a whole like pay-per-view event type shit.
God, that's crazy.
And literally it was what was it? Yeah, it was literally a wrestling pay-per-view just called Ric Flair's last match. I need to pull up this card. Let's see. Hold up. I know his mat like he obviously didn't do too much in the match.
Yeah,
Let's see. It was a fairly basic match. It was Ric Flair and Andrade El Idolo, who's now back in the WWE, by the way,
yeah.
taking on Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett
All right.
with a screwy finish.
Okay.
Like I said, this was really just like a meat riding session for Ric Flair, basically.
Okay.
So here's how the match ended, right?
Okay.
So let me make sure I have this right. So Conrad Thompson, podcaster and real estate agent, threw in brass knuckles to the ring to Andrade El Idolo, who then gave them to Ric Flair, who then used them to knock out Jeff Jarrett. Then
Okay.
then referee Mike Chioda took a bump. Andrade called for another referee. Ric Flair then put the figure four leg lock on Jarrett. And apparently that pinned his shoulder. So basically, he didn't get Jeff Jarrett to tap. He pinned him with the figure four leg lock.
Okay.
Make that shit make sense. So then Flair is then greeted his family by ringside with a couple of legends in that mix, including Bret Hart, Mick Foley, and The Undertaker. Then Tony Schiavone out of fucking nowhere just pulls up and interviews Ric Flair as he's going up the entrance ramp, right?
Okay.
Then he stops and hugs Kid Rock, who then hands him the big gold belt from WCW, hoists him up as they go off air. I'm like, if that is not, this is a fucking Ric Flair fever dream.
What the fuck?
My thing is, why the fuck was Kid Rock there? like, I'm gonna keep it a bead. You fucking replace Kid Rock with, like, I don't know, Charlotte Flair, his daughter. All right, cool. I can live with
I
that.
don't know. You replace it with fucking Triple H, fucking Batista,
like fucking Sting, nigga. Like, I don't know,
bro.
Hulk Hogan even, but like
Kid Rock.
Come on, gang. Oh, but then
anyway,
the rest of the fucking card was interesting.
Please tell me that was the first match.
No, that was the main event.
Oh, that should have been the first match.
Let's see the interesting matches. For the Impact World Championship, Josh Alexander defended against Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline.
Okay.
Wait,
this was on WWE?
No. This was like a Jim Crockett promo. Like it was an indie show.
Okay. I was gonna say, bro, if they have fucking Kid Rock, why the fuck? Anyway.
And then so the next match, which I'm not gonna lie, best match of the night to me. The Von Erichs, Marshall and Ross Von Erich, against the Briscoes, Jay and Mark in tag team.
Yeah.
Where the Briscoes won, obviously. And also R.I.P. Jay Briscoe, one of the GOATs. And then the penultimate match, Impact World's Champion, Jordan Grace defended against Deonna Purrazzo and Paul Ellring's daughter, Rachel Ellring.
All right.
Where Grace won via rear naked choke. So basically what I'm saying is this was truly a clusterfuck of a pay-per-view. Because apparently everybody, I didn't even know this, fucking the Motor City Machine Guns wrestled in this pay-per-view. Wow. The fucking Rock and Roll Express.
I give up.
Bro, they took on Brian Pillman Jr. and son of Arn Anderson, Brock Anderson.
All right.
I was here like, dog, who the fuck came up with these matches?
Anyway.
Anyhow,
I think
we're
that's
out of time.
I'm going to say we are running out of time here, but I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. We want to thank y'all for tuning in again. My name is Zach. In the room, we got...
It's your boy Will.
It's your boy Will. We want to thank y'all for listening in. Go ahead and find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to music.
Or podcast.
Like I say, or podcast, or wherever.
Like I say, we're not making music yet.
What are we doing here? No,
wait till April Fools. We're gonna start a rap cipher.
Yeah, exactly. You know the vibes. Just like you know the vibes.
With some of the homies, like, you know, it's Ernie.
Like, you know the
his
vibes.
bar still matter, Colt.
You know the vibes.
But anyhow,
we like to say this every single time.
Fuck it.
We ball. Fuck Taylor
Swift.